Welcome to a brand new show, 2023. That is right. This is Something Like That with me, Nav, a podcast that features all the Malaysian artists, anybody from the arts and entertainment scene. It has been a wonderful year for 2022 and 2023. We're going to kick it off with my guest, very first guest, Ivanez. He was on the show, well, let's say about a year and a half ago with his single, The River, and right after that, a couple of the singles were released, and he will be releasing another brand new one called Lots to Say, which will be coming up on the 28th of January. So we're going to talk more about that and a couple of other things too. So get ready, keep it locked on right here, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And in the meantime, remember, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on our social media pages, and not forgetting, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and any other platforms you can think of. Better still, just visit us at www.sltwithnav.com. So without any delay, let's kick it off. Let the show begin. Nice to see you again, man. After a long time. What, 1 year plus?
I think, yeah, it's about...
2021 is the last we spoke,
2021, right? So it's 2023.
Oh, man.
That's 2 years.
If you count by years, like the numbers, but technically
I
it's
think
about
it's
a year
one and
plus.
a half. Yeah,
one and a half. It's been that long, isn't it? Time sure flies really fast, huh?
Yes, definitely. And I've been busy working on music and working...
I saw you got some good tracks out, man. Like 2022, you had some 2 or 3 tracks. Two tracks.
I would have re-uploaded an old one, and I would have put
which one was
new
it?
ones
30
up.
Days and Heal.
Heal, I remixed, re-uploaded because I thought, why not? And and then I put The River and the music video. I put 30 Days and the music video, so it was a very busy year.
Nice to see that, man. After taking a break from during the pandemic season and coming back again, it's actually nice to have that going on. But
Definitely.
Your tracks are amazing, actually. I was just going through it again. I remember when you asked me, did I listen to the track yet? Well, honestly, I do not listen to the track in advance. What I do is just before the recording of this podcast, that's where I come in and listen to it all over again. So I have that fresh feel stuck to my head. Yeah, I must say I regret doing that because I should have done it earlier. It's an awesome track, a new single, which we will be talking about that in a bit. But I just got to know what you've been up to, man. Have you been going back to Ipoh? Are you still busy with your classes? And
yes, I am.
Yeah, you're still teaching?
Yes, I still am. Otherwise, I'll be like on the streets.
Yeah, I gotta be.
No, I teach. I still teach. I'm actually I do a bit of sales as well.
Oh, really?
Instrument sales.
Oh, nice.
And, but it's like a very as and when kind of thing. So it's not a focus, but
Okay.
If there is, then there is.
What kind of instruments?
Guitars. Yeah, acoustic guitars.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
man.
I'm kind of like a subcon or an agent or something like that. I'm not sure what to call it. And I also work at I work at the studio, Angguk Studio.
You with the Angguk studio, right?
Yeah. I guess I'm kind of like a very frequent part timer.
Well, what do you do there? I'm always curious when people say work in this.
I just help around. Like if there are rehearsals, then I might just go and take care of the rehearsals. If there are,
okay.
Yeah, it's one of those. You really just labor whatever that is necessary. So most of the time, what I do is I usher in and I help with the drinks and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least you look at the bright side.
Yeah, if I need
you
to
get
be
to
a
experience
stagehand,
the bands as well, right?
Correct. And that's the thing that I like about working in a place like that is that I really meet a lot of independent musicians. And it really changes my outlook on all these things.
Yeah, Angguk has been pretty active in gigs and shows. I've seen a lot of that going on.
In our first year, it's not my studio, but yeah, in the first year of Angguk's, in the first year of operation, we've had a lot of gigs.
I know. I was looking at the social media. It's like Angguk Studio. Almost every event that you look at, it's Angguk Studio there, man.
It's almost every weekend actually, which is why I guess that's kind of why I'm there because you always need people to help out.
Yeah, it's not an easy task. As much as people see the end product of it, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of work that takes place in a studio or maybe in an event or a gig. So it's not an easy task. Yeah, I could imagine that, man. I could imagine that. So you got the music thing going on. You got the instruments. I mean, sales
I'm
part of it.
very busy. So there's music. There's my own music. There's the teaching. There's a little bit of sales. There's helping out at the studio. Actually being part of the Malaysian independent scene. So all around, man. All around, it's like
That's nice.
Yeah,
sounds like fun.
It is to some degree. Or at least that's what I try to tell myself every day. Because it's tiring.
Yeah, I could imagine, man.
Yeah,
it's not
but
easy.
Hey, I'm 26 years old, and if you don't spend your mid-20s doing something worthwhile, I guess I'll regret it if I'm.
Oh yeah, you better, man. You're only 26. Yeah, go for it, man. Add in another few more jobs. I remember when I was 26, we had 24 hours in a day. We worked for 20 hours. 4 hours you sleep if you're lucky.
Exactly, and I mean, I don't advocate that, but sometimes it does happen that way, and you have to accept it.
Yeah, but the good thing about doing this, being busy, especially in the music scene and, like studios and teaching and coming up with your own music shows, you build a good network.
Correct.
Build the connections that you need. You never know when you might need them, but eventually at one point in time, that's how you get your things running. That's what I used to do back then. I met a lot of people, especially when I was DJing in clubs and all this stuff. You meet people, connections, networking. And then when the time came when I need to pull in some strings, that was much easier for me. That's how you get to know people. And one thing led to another.
It's basically old school marketing.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
it works.
That's why it's called old school marketing, like face-to-face interactions. And, people got to know what you do. And that's the reason why I guess I was very focused with. Like last year, I was trying to push out as many singles as I could, music videos. I was keeping myself really busy, and creative work isn't easy because, like, number one, I didn't really have the resources to pull it off, but I did somehow. And everyone who has helped me, I owe them a debt that I cannot pay. Yeah, so
I could figure that out.
A lot of recording also. Yeah,
nice. Well, speaking of recordings, how many recordings are you talking about there? For 2022?
So this 2023, I already have 4 songs technically, and
good.
2 of them. I mean, the one we're going to talk about today is fully complete. The one that is coming in, I guess, hopefully the middle of the year, is also complete. And there's one that is kind of sitting in between being recorded and finished. Like in the recording process is there, and final one is I have a draft, so that won't take me very long. So like I already have a head start lah.
Okay, that's good to hear. And I also noticed something about the music. It's like when I heard the stuff previously before it was re-released or remastered or remixed or whatever you want to call it, it had a different feel. But somehow or other, the new stuff that you released or re-released seemed to have an extra boost to it.
Yes.
The feel is totally different on this particular songs that you were doing it, which is kind of great because you can see the contrast or the difference between the earlier version of it and the re-release version of it. I kind of like the re-release version of it. It gave the extra boost. So what was the changes in that? Let's go back a little bit, like talk about Heal and 30
Days. I think
Days.
you're talking about Heal, yeah. So Heal, I mean, the in terms of its recording, everything is there. Okay. And the person who mixed it initially, the old version, was me.
Oh.
So it came to a point where I was like, I think I need to get like someone who is a bit more professional and knows their stuff, because we recorded it in a proper studio and everything. So the material is there. It's just how you wrap that material, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I got some. Yeah, so I got someone who could definitely do it, and he did a spectacular job. So I was very happy about that. And there was a few things that I wanted, especially like you said, it's more punchy now. It's got more life to it.
Can I ask you who did that?
Yeah, that was Joseph. So Joseph
from which studio?
Yeah, he doesn't really work in any studio actually. He's just the guy that mixes.
Oh, so he's one of those. I know a guy.
Yeah, it's one of those but he is a fantastic. I would say he's got vision. This guy's got
Nice.
vision, and that's why I enjoy working with him. He also produced 30 Days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a lot. Actually, my newer songs he has a hand in the direction it goes, and he's teaching me a lot of stuff about being more mindful about the art, which is it's a very good thing, man.
Nice. That's how it should be, man. Because like it made a whole lot of difference. Trust me. It's like for the initial stage, the song is a good song. I'm not going to deny that. The song was great. But when the moment that you re-released it, or rather polished it up a little bit more, it had a total different feel altogether, total different vibe altogether. It felt like it was a brand new track. And then I was like, when I was listening to it, it's like, wait a minute, this is not a new song. This is stuff that I heard previously, but it sounds totally different, and they gave an extra kick to it, which is good, man. It's just I'm glad that you made the decision to do that so-called remastering or whatever you want to call it. Like
remixing. So
remixing.
I just had to do that because Heal traditionally, like for me, technically I would say that's my first single, or at least that was the single that I put out with a lot of seriousness, although it is my second single. But I put it out like, it captured my story, and it's something that if I play it live, a lot of people tend to, it's easy to listen to lah. Let's face it. So it's got that pop element to it, or it's a kind of easygoing song that is groovy, very simple. So I needed it to do justice lah. Whereas with 30 Days, I had a demo version. I'm not sure if you know this. I had a demo version on Spotify.
I don't know whether it's
the one with the full band.
I think I did. I think I did check it out earlier part.
That version of 30 Days was never meant to last, because I knew that it was just a placeholder, because I wanted to do it properly. So I did it again with Joseph. I recorded it acoustically, but as an acoustic song, I would say it's quite fat sounding.
Gotta take a listen to it again. I'll post the link on the webpage so people can check it out for themselves, which is great, man. Because I kind of like artists who make that, put an effort. Because I know some of the artists which I worked with from the early years of it. I'm not going to mention who. They had this brilliant hip hop album. Sounds were perfect and all this kind of stuff. But at that point of time, they had limited resources, connections, and the knowledge on how to market it and so on. So I was just telling them, you better do something about it. Maybe do a re-release or remake or something, and bring it up. Because when the track was produced, it was ahead of its time. So with you as an example, hopefully those guys will listen to it and kick it off, man. I hope don't waste a good album. That's how I like to look at it.
Because the way I looked at it, Heal, especially with Heal, it was a very important song for me. So I needed it to. I just needed to feel better about it. Let's put it this way. I need to feel better about it. I wanted to hear it differently, and ironically, when I did post it, I actually got playlisted.
Oh,
yeah, a was thing. I don't know what happened. They have since removed me.
Oh,
so
what happened?
I feel I have no idea. Like I got into the editorial playlist. It's one of those. I was with a lot of Malaysian independent bands like Alien Lipstick Fire and etc. etc. I forgot a lot of names, but yeah, there are a lot of these independent pop rock bands or funk bands, and we were all on that playlist, and it was good because people were listening. I was getting streams without any form of promotion. It was an auto promote thing,
Okay.
I had a very significant spike in listeners, and then the playlist doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, somebody would have accidentally removed it, or I don't know.
Hopefully,
that could
hopefully
happen.
it was one of those accidentally removed it thing, because
maybe
it's
it's
Spotify
also
editorial.
Yeah, because you never know. Because sometimes these kind of things will be a lesson also, not to depend on one thing all solely. You just got to focus more and more and more, because we all have the tendency to do that. We get comfortable once you're in the zone.
Correct.
Once you know the zone, you see
I guess
the peaks.
it's also a lesson for me, like you said.
Yeah, people get comfortable. Okay, I'm at the peak already, so I can just chill out right now. So, but I think that's where you start pushing more and more in terms of. Speaking of which, how's your marketing campaign going on for these songs? Is it like exceptional on the social media side, or is it like on your gigs? I'm pretty sure you perform these songs at your gigs. So how's the audience response to these songs?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I have been neglecting that part. So this is why I'm kicking off the year doing like a segment with you. I think I am not good at the social media game, although I realize the importance. But to do social media, like you want to promote your songs and all that whole constant posting, constant thinking of content to post. I haven't gotten into the rhythm of it because I've got like 5 other things going on.
Okay.
So I haven't gotten there, but I mean, if you want to talk about marketing, I did video for the river, and then that one I really kind of pushed out. So I would say that I was very close to hitting my goal, but not close enough. So we'll try again with another song.
Okay, go ahead, man, because it's all about discipline. Like I always make it a point that you allocate at least about half an hour a day just solely for that. I mean, I started it recently because too many things going on, but usually it's like you make about 15. When you got something good going on, you just want the whole world to listen to it, and you just allocate about 15 minutes a day, making it a point that I got to blast this somewhere, tell somebody, just post it out, whether people watch it, listen to it, or click on the like button.
Yeah, whatever, yeah. Because I think it's also about, the consistency of it. So for me, I mean, if I were to post something playing guitar, right, that wouldn't take 15 minutes. Because it's going to take a lot of retakes, and also it's like, sometimes you just rather just
I don't know, man. I can't pose for a photo. I can never do that. I can never get the pictures. That's what you see me with all that avatars and stuff like that. But hey, have you ever looked into this thing called Chat GPT?
Oh no, what is that?
Oh, this is an AI program that's going on right now. It's an amazing thing, trust me. So if it is like Google, but this one gives you a more refined answer to tell you what to do. Like I was just trying this out. I was just like typing. I said, type out, give me the lyrics, created lyrics for a song using words such as, I don't know, tomato, curry, potatoes, and love song.
Oh, it's like the AI painting thing. Nice.
Yeah, but this one is more on words, everything in words. So it helps you out technically. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. Just ask whatever question on how to do certain things. It gives you the whole breakdown of it, which is truly amazing. It's scary, but it is amazing at the same time. It's way much better than Google, man. So you just give it a shot. Try this. I'll try to send you the link later on.
GPT, okay.
GPT or something like that. It's like is a trend is picking up right now. It's so you might want to give it a shot. I think it's all in the word TikToks and stuff. So you know Ray Chong, right?
Ray Chong, the guitarist.
Yes. He posted one on his social media that he just sang a song where the lyrics was composed or written by ChatGPT.
AI, yeah.
Yeah, AI. So it is kind of fun for those who's good at music, who can't write stuff. And it's a lot of things, not only for music, but how to market yourself and what things that you might want to look into. So it's a brilliant thing. It might help out a lot of musicians, especially the scene down there. So anyway, let's talk about your latest track. It is called Latest, which is a lot to say, right? That's a new track.
Yes,
it's fucking awesome, man. I
love it. Thank you so much.
It's an upbeat track. Usually it has something at the mid-tempo, and this time we just took it a notch higher, which is...
just ever so slightly. Because, I mean, I wouldn't say upbeat. I would say this track is angry.
Really? Were you frustrated with the song? Because I kind of like that.
I mean, it has a lot of anger. It has a lot of this, a lot of distortion for sure.
Yes. Which I like. It's just, how do I put it? Blues rock. I don't know, they had a southern feel in it a little bit. If you pay attention to soundtracks from like the series Lucifer, the song is like heavy. Yeah, so it gave me that kind of feel.
I have a lot of people tell me that this is a very screen, like some people say they envision it from like a 2000s movie or like a superhero movie or like you said, Lucifer. I think this is very show friendly.
Yeah, and it is nice,
if it gets on any production, big or small, I think I can die happy.
Yeah,
because I look back at it and I was like, yes, see, you're right. It has a very show feel to it. Very, it's got a bluesy start and a very rock finish.
Nice. I love it. It's like when I was listening to it the first, like when you sent it to me again yesterday, I was like, whoa, this is good shit, man. This is some good shit. So I was just immediately messaged you. I said, damn, it's a good track. It's an awesome one, but it's not being released yet, right?
No, it will be released like as of today. I finally have the date. Oh my God, 28th of January 2023. because I have the artwork ready. Everything's ready to go. I'm just gonna go put it up there, put the pre-save stuff.
It was supposed to be released on this yesterday.
It was
right?
supposed to be
7th.
released yesterday because I thought I could settle all the not the sound part, the music. It's all done. It's just more like lag room for a bit of promotion, and the artwork. It was a bit delayed, but it's all fair, fine and dandy. Hey, better late than never,
Yeah, better. Just get everything prepared and then you just release it so you can at least work on your marketing plan also at the same time.
Correct.
Share
Which
the music.
I also have those things kind of ready. It's just more like
Nice.
Yeah, so later today actually I'm going to pull it up and upload it.
Nice.
Do the final touch-ups and just get it uploaded and wait for 20 days.
Nice, man. So you can do your so-called pre-teasers and all those kind of things.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So T-minus 20 days for the world to
experience it.
Receive it, to experience it. But I mean, they can always, if they're paying attention here, they get to hear it first.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going to do that this time because you know why?
Oh.
This is exclusive. I want everybody to go on to your... Actually, I can't
okay.
read. Yeah, you got to go there.
Well, hey,
and
man,
listen
it's your
to
show,
Spotify.
so... Correct,
I know.
So
I wanted to. I seriously, I'm totally on it. I wanted to. Then I thought, nah. If you're going to do it at the 28, then
maybe a taste, like a 10-second thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I might do that. Actually, I think I can do it right here. I don't know whether it can work out, but maybe I'll just try to put somewhere in between or towards the end of it and see if I can actually get the thing out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can get it out.
But I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you.
I loved it, man.
I'm sure it's something different because as an artist, I'm evolving as well. When it comes to like songwriting choices and the way I approach it, I think it has really took a different turn altogether already.
Yeah, true, man. It is nice to see how you've evolved compared to what it was from 2021 and how you've taken it to the next level, which is amazing, man. So I'm just looking forward for, who knows, maybe coming up to 2024 an EP for all you know. EP and album. You never know, man.
Hopefully.
But how's the shows? But sorry. Before I even fast forward to that part of it, this let's talk more about this track. A lot to say.
Yes.
What was this song about? Because I know you mentioned anger and all this kind of thing. So
Yes,
what was this all about?
So I mean, just to be very candid, this all happened because like a friend of mine passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And it's one of those very, very extremely sudden deaths.
Oh,
That is, addled with a lot of, a lot of psychological problems.
okay.
So I mean, like, it was a very, it's a new friend, much older than me, but we hit it off. We relate on a lot of things, and he had his issues, and all that,
Okay.
and just one day it was. I received the news that he was unresponsive, and next thing you know, he was gone. And in 2 days, I was at the funeral parlor, and that very day he from a body to ashes. So it was it was extremely difficult because I don't think I would have. I mean, people in my family die, or like grandma dies, but it's people that I don't have like an active relationship or like a rapport, and then finally something like this happens, and it's it was so sudden. So there was a lot of anger in me because until today, or at least I don't think I received the information of whether the person overdosed or killed himself or whatever. It was stay in the air, like I will never really know. So it's one of those things that it comes from that side of the world, and
it feels like an incomplete journey, lah.
Exactly. And that's why the song is called A Lot to Say, because and that's the whole chorus, like, because I really still have a lot to say, but we're not done, but you checked out.
Yeah, I could just imagine. It's like, when you just find something that could click with you really well, and then the whole thing just stops and just ends over there. I know that feeling, man. In my life journey, I think I've gotten a little numb because too many of it. I've experienced one too many of that, and it's reached a point that for me now, whenever I hear something like people passing or whatever, it saddens, but at the same time, I'm too numb for that feeling because it is something that you got to face, and it's part and parcel of life. It is sad, but it is sad. But then again, it happens, man. That's the thing. But Well, I'm pretty sure your friend is in the right place. What's the word for it? It's in a better place right now. Better place.
I really hope so, because with all that, mental health struggles and all that struggles and all that, because in my mind I was literally telling myself, and I was telling my partner, the only way for this person to be free is if he died. And the very next day he's like, oh my god, like, are you trying to
something happens.
It's because I've never gone through this before. This would be the first time, right? And everything happened so quickly, and I had to be at work. I got the call at work, and then I had one off day. The off day was like for go to the funeral parlor, do the cremation, and then that's it. Like, your history, so quickly can a living, breathing creature become ash, and that's it.
Yeah, true, man. I know someone who actually did the exact same thing. Someone I've known for a very, very long time. Smiling, fun, then all this kind of, you at least expect that person to pull off a stunt of committing suicide. So he did exactly that, which was a shocker. It was like impossible, but we kind of predicted that something like that might happen, because sometimes people, when they're too happy, you never know what's happening behind what's on their mind. So there's always a possibility. That's why it's so important to reach out to your friends once in a while, say hi, meet up, catch up, just giving them the confidence. Now, of course, you can't advise them on what to do, but just to make them feel that they're not alone. That's the most important thing. Like, that's something you got to do. Yeah.
Yes, and like it's real. I mean, it's what you say is true, but I mean, this one is also not so much on like we didn't predict it. We kind of knew that like you said, it's always in the back of your mind. You kind of know that there's that possibility exists, and so like as a group of friends, we were also really trying to reach out to this person. But when people are stubborn, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it is. It's not easy to know what's around their head. It's not easy to know what's in their head.
Exactly.
Especially, it's only the best friends who will actually have an idea. Not even family members, even spouses wouldn't know much of it. So it is kind of tricky. It's a very tricky situation.
Very tricky situation. So, like you said, I think it's important to look. If you're this is what I want to say. If you're really down in that hole, right, just reach out, man. Like, it doesn't matter if you want to go back to church, you want to go to the temple, you want to go to the mosque, you want to go get therapy. Just get something, man. Like, go and, going back to religion, or, I don't know, joining a monastery is better than dying, though.
No, but I think it's also, I mean, I'm no expert at the subject, but I think a lot of these people have this sense of pride in them, which also means like they don't want people to feel sorry for them. When they reach out to people, they don't want people to feel sorry for them. It's like, it's like you make it feel like as though like I'm too vulnerable. It's like, why, people are going to look with me like as though I have some sort of issue kind of thingy. So it's a sense of pride for certain people, not all of it, okay? Because there's an article I was reading.
That element is there because I guess they feel like they don't want to be a burden or any of these things. But like I said, it's better than being dead. That's for sure. I mean, it's perspective.
Hard. It's truly hard to say because you never know what's going on in their head. They see things very differently, very, very differently. The thoughts that so-called whisper in their head, it's very difficult. It's quite tricky. So it's always good to have professional help on that side of it. But I do not know whether we're pretty equipped on that side of it. I don't know, man. Just hopefully.
I mean, the person in question that we're talking about, that kind of motivated this whole song was, I mean, he was getting professional help. He was, he was doing all that whole thing with trying to get better and, but sometimes, things, sometimes things don't work out.
Yeah. It's the voice in the head. You never know, man.
It's the voice in the head. It's the the familiar patterns. It's oh my god. It's a long shopping list of things that could go wrong. But that's I mean in short that's what happened. It happened like last year. I think somewhere in the middle of last year, and I really just couldn't get it out of my head. So I mean the best I can only honor his memory the best way I can, and I can only deal with how I felt this way. which is, I guess, to some degree why it sounds that like that whole soundtracky background music thing. You know, that whole, like you said, Lucifer, or some people said they could hear it in Avengers of all the movies. I don't know why.
I don't know, but I could just visualize a good music video for this, man. Seriously, because the track is like, you have a lot of tracks that can come up with a good music video, but this kind of stuff, it is nice to have like, I don't know whether you remember this so-called, back then it was this guy called Meatloaf,
Meatloaf,
rock and roller, yeah. He always had the so-called, basically a small movie, a short story with all his tracks, music videos. So when you you watch and listen to it, it's like you're watching a mini movie for each songs. So you can figure out something like that for this particular. If anybody is good enough to come up with a 3-minute plus music video with the storyline as such, it would be brilliant, man.
Definitely, but well, I guess that's a separate equation.
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know. It could just happen. Anything's possible. 2023. Look at it this way. 2021, it was completely different for you. And today we're having this conversation about the stuff that you've done for 2022. And hey, 2023 could lead to another different world altogether, man. Who knows? Next minute you're going to send me WhatsApp. Nav, I just received this award. Nav, I'm going to perform here. Nav, my song is featured here. You never know, man. It is possible. Endless possibilities.
Definitely. But yeah, I mean, thanks for listening. And I mean, there's definitely a lot of pain that went through going to make this song. Different techniques for sure, and the same producer also really pushed it out there, made it sound the way it did. So that was a nice thing to have.
But I'm also curious, as solo artists, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one who played the instruments in this particular track, right? Who was involved in this?
So I play whatever I can. Like, that's my that's my philosophy. I play whatever I can, and whatever I can't play, I hire someone.
Okay.
So for the drums, fortunately, it has always been the same guy. It's Jerry, a great drummer, really. So he drummed on this song as well. He drummed on all my songs. Nice. So that's nice to have like the go-to guy for my drum beats. It might change soon, but so far it's still the same guy.
Good, because once you're comfortable with them, why not?
Yeah, no. The thing is, they do such a good job, man.
Yeah,
Jerry has done such a good job on all the songs. Like, he's given me everything I wanted and more. And the producer is still Joseph, so he helped me play bass on this.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bit of a multi-instrumentalist.
Nice.
And I sang and play guitar, so actually it's a very minimal song. I know it doesn't sound that way, but it really is a very minimal song.
Okay.
There's only like the 4 bass instruments here.
I'm just going to try to play a glimpse of the track. Let's see whether I can play it over here. This is where I take a pause and put it in during the edit. So take a listen. Just a glimpse.
Okay.
And there you go. Okay, that's what I do. So I'm just going to insert that in between, like all the technology, like hot cinema will. I'm just going to see. So this is a glimpse. It is a fantastic track. Seriously, there's only a glimpse because I was seriously so excited. I thought, okay, let's play it on the show because I thought it was going to be released tomorrow or something like that. But then again, if you want people to, I want people, not you. I want people to actually appreciate it more by waiting for that particular day on the release and just heading on to Spotify. Of course, I'll share it again on my social media, on the pages, social media about this particular track. It is nice because I see the music scene has evolved a lot in the sense of a lot of improvement. Instead of just playing the same track and releasing the same tunes, the past couple of episodes that people have been chatting with, it's like I've seen the whole lot of improvement. Not the improvement lies. They're taking it to the next level. That's all I can see, which includes this particular track, which is something that I appreciated very, very much. It's nice to see that, man. It's good. More shows are coming up. I think 2022 is like, whoa, a whole lot of shows. And 2023 started off with the list of shows coming up. It's like, some part of me feels like everybody's trying to complete as many shows as possible, afraid they might be locked down again.
No, I think we're all trying to push because of this. We have a 2 year. Basically, we lost 2 years of our lives, learning nothing and just struggling. So I think this is the year where, like for me, even for me, on the 29th, I have a show. My first show as a band. I haven't done that in years at this point. So I'm feeling both pressured and very happy that I'm doing it. I mean, it's just a 30-minute set, but hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah. But where is this going to be happening?
Is it going to be happening in Angkor?
Nice. See, that's good. Yeah. The perks are working in studios.
Yeah, exactly. You're already there, so just go on stage and come down.
I haven't really visited that place yet because I've seen the Angkor.
You have to.
Really? Where's this located again?
It's in Ara Damansara.
The other end of the planet, lah.
Oh, which end of the planet are you on?
I'm on this side. Okay, but it's okay. I'll try to make time and come on over there. Ara Damansara, that's close to the highway thingy, right?
It's near Chittamo.
Oh, yes, near the airport and Subang Airport and all. On the way to Subang Airport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, correct.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the other end of the world. For me, at least.
If you can make it on the 29th, I'll be super glad, man. So
I'll try to drop by. 29th, I should be available on that part. It's just my schedule is all over the place, man. Just like how the musicians got back into the scene. It's like I'm just here, then everywhere. It's just that. But the thing is this, like a lot of people find it like offended because sometimes I go for these gigs and I just be quiet at the bar, hiding myself, not socializing, not doing anything. It's not like being stuck up or what, but just love enjoying the music, the band itself. I do not want to be interrupted at any point of time.
You just want to enjoy the music. That's good.
Yeah, so it's just like some people feel like, hey, why are you antisocial? You don't come and chat with us and sit have a drink with us. So hopefully Angkor doesn't have that bar set up, right? It's a studio.
No. You can sit down anywhere you want. If you don't want to socialize, I guess just put headphones on and people won't disturb.
No, I think I might do that. It's been a while, man, since I experienced a good gig. Many of the gigs that I couldn't make it, so hopefully this year, 2023, I'm going to make it a point that I visit as many gigs as possible, man. Because there's so many of it out there. It's like I get invitations a lot, but I fail to visit them. So this year, my mission, go more gigs.
If you come and if I do a very bad job on stage, just make dono lah.
Of course, I'll pretend. No, I don't. I watched you perform before, man. I stood side by side watching you perform. You're doing excellent stuff. Of course, it'd be nicer to see you perform on a bigger setup. Yeah, and a full band itself. That'd be awesome, man.
I really long for it. It's like, I've done the solo thing
man.
too
Let
much.
it go.
You gotta go, gotta do. I want to do all the solos and all. Like, have fun, to have fun and to share the music with a bunch of random strangers and friends.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely cool, man. I really got to see that because I love watching the bands these days. It's like this lepas geram, Everybody's like, but the lepas geram, That's one thing I enjoy watching them, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. I got to check that out. Hopefully this year I can do it. Anyway, speaking of which, let's see. I was about to ask you something, and then my wife just stood in front of me. It just went blurry for a second. So, okay, sorry. She just came up. Huh?
A brain fart.
Yeah, just imagine you're just having this conversation, and all of a sudden your wife stands in front of you, stares at you like that for a second. So, just blanked out, spaced out all the way. Oh yes, have you gone back to your hometown, Ipoh? Our hometown, Ipoh.
Yeah, multiple times. I mean, I still make it a point to go back. I mean, the food is better. So
yeah, since the last time we spoke, the last time we spoke about Ipoh, I still haven't visited yet.
Whoa, dude, you gotta go. You gotta go home, man. You gotta go home.
Man.
A lot of things are still changing, Nav.
Yeah, I've seen there's a lot of hipster cafes, and a lot of shows
there's
happening
this whole
there.
hipster uprising in Ipoh. I'm telling you, man. It's a whole wave of new hipster cafes, hipster locations, speakeasies, and all these colorful things that, it's definitely not something you grew up with.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
not something
not.
I am used to.
I had coffee shop a lot.
Look, to be honest with you, I still go to the coffee shops, man.
Yeah. No, but I
Because,
see
like-
there's a lot of shows and gigs also happening over there.
Yes, it surprises me because for all the years I spent there, then these things didn't exist. Now I come to KL and then they exist. It's like, oh wow, what are you trying
I've
to
seen a
pull,
lot of
man?
shows. Yeah, our KL buddies are doing a lot of shows in Ipoh also.
Yeah.
Couple of
There's a
studios
few
there.
locations like venues, multi-purpose venues and all that these indie musicians go and do their thing.
Nice.
They are. Yeah, but I have been back a couple of times ever since our last chat. I think a lot of times because
gotta go back,
friends
man.
are still there,
I gotta
family
go
is
back,
still
man.
there. You should.
Nice.
You should. Of course,
Yeah, maybe
stay away from the holiday season. Now I don't know why people love going to Ipoh.
Yeah,
Really love going to Ipoh.
cheaper
I don't-
holidays.
Come on, man.
Because in
like-
between, man, you go back to Ipoh, and then if you just plan to drive up to Penang, it's still close by. You're on the beach, you got Bangkok side, so I kind of like a centralized town like Ipoh. That's the
yeah,
that's
but
the
it's
thing
so dense. Like when I tell you this, do you know how long it took for the average driver to go back to Ipoh on like during the December holidays? It took 4 hours.
Oh man, that's long. And Chinese
Yeah,
New
do
Year is
you know-
coming up, so I'm guessing it's going to take longer.
Oh my god! Yeah, and do you know? Do you know how long it took me to clock 8 kilometers in Ipoh during the Christmas season in the afternoon? 8 kilometers. It took me 40 minutes.
Oh man, Ipoh.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that's bad already, man.
Exactly.
That's super bad.
That's really, really bad because it somehow it has become a bit of a tourist spot.
No, Ipoh.
Yes, it's really like a tourist spot. Like all these
now I got to go and check it out for myself. It's like, what is so special about it until it became a tourist spot?
nothing, Nev, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing much.
Well, people
I'm
talk a
telling
lot
you.
about it. It's like, for me, I know, okay, worst case scenario, you have the Tambun Inn, the Banjara Hot Springs.
Yeah,
and
those
what else?
places have spiked more, and then
Yeah, I saw
everybody
a lot of
wants to
social
try.
media. Yeah, I saw my social media posts. All my buddies like holiday in Ipoh. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Flesla?
Yeah, exactly. because
seriously.
you and I know what it is about.
Yeah.
So like places like the Hot Springs, Lost World, these things have only but spiked. And
Yeah.
what is more, I guess what you can say, what is more now popular is these food stalls that there was nothing special about it, but somehow they got featured on some Food Network or something. Everybody wants to try it, so they queue
And
up
going.
until outside.
That's one thing I could never understand. You know, the ones that you have to queue up for 30 minutes just to get a food that it's going to finish in 5 minutes? I can't do that, man. I just can't do that.
Look, I'm not sure how how deep you are in Ipoh food culture, but we have a saying: if you have to line up until until don't know how far, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, it's overrated.
You know
because-
it. Yes, you know it for a fact that it's not actually good. It's just popular. Those things
Yeah.
don't equate.
Yeah.
So but imagine in Christmas everywhere like that, lah.
Oh man. You know, the thing is, okay, I know this whole podcast took a turn from music all the way to food and tourism
Yeah.
of Ipoh. But anyway, this is something I got to highlight about Ipoh. This is our hometown. You know, one of the best things about Ipoh is like each taman will have one lady selling, I don't know, it could be noodles, or one guy selling noodles in their house at their porch. You know, they have the bomb stuff, the good stuff. You know, you don't. There's no signboard. There's no nothing whatsoever. You just might see
just know.
2 tables over there and maybe a small
just
cart.
know.
Yeah, so that auntie will have the best food. Those are the kind of stuff you don't really need to queue up. And the good stuff over there. But I just got to make it this year. I have to go back for a quick, at least for 2 days, because I don't like
Yes,
to
you
go
gotta
down.
go for 2 days.
I don't like to go down during the weekends. Weekends is always a mess. So I just always like to go on a weekday. Weekday, just chill out for 2 days or 3 days and then come back. So hopefully this year I can do it, man.
Home awaits you, Nev. You have to see
Yeah.
the monstrosity that our hometown has become.
Yeah, that's one thing I get disappointed, man. Don't turn into another KL, please.
Halfway there, Nev. Halfway there.
Ah, man, they're going to ruin it, man. All right, dude. Before we
yeah.
wrap things up, I just got to find out again, what is your plans for 2023? I know there's going to be 4 tracks coming up. Shows 29th, that's going to be happening on at the Angok studio. What time are we looking at here?
It starts at 7, or at least the door opens at 7, and I go up at 7:30.
Okay,
So
do you
that's
have
the
any
first
posters
show
on
of
that
the year.
part? Is it already announced?
I do.
Okay,
I do
share
have
that with
some
me. I'm going to
posters.
share that on the website so you can check out Ivanez at these locations. His latest track, which is called A Lot to Say, will be releasing on the 28th of January on all streaming platforms. You heard a glimpse of it earlier, and please do check it out. All I have to say for those who haven't listened to the track yet, nah, I heard it first. So I'm just going to keep that. I'm going to enjoy that to myself. And I have to tell you, it's a fucking good track. It's a fucking damn good track. So take a listen to
Thank
it
you.
once it's being released.
So hopefully when it's released, like let's try to
Big.
make it as
Share
big
it,
as
man.
possible, man.
Share
Let's
it.
explode it.
Yeah,
Because this
share
one
it
is
with as
like-
many people as possible. Man.
Yeah. So I mean, plans for 2023 is like there's a lot of. I want to do as many shows as possible. So if anyone's out there listening and you don't mind original music, or we can find a compromise on that, just call me. Nev has my number.
Yes,
And,
I've got all the
more-
details you can.
Definitely more marketing, social media stuff. I want to reach out to as many people as I can, whoever they are.
Go for it, man.
And
Go for it.
yeah, I want to write a little bit more music for my 2024 calendar.
Nice.
So
That's something.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I think this year is the year that I might hopefully not die from exhaustion, but I'm ready to go that way.
I feel good. Go for it, man. Go all
Because
the way. That's what you need to do.
I'm telling you. Okay, maybe it's not like a promise or like a guarantee, but the other song that I did, I have a lot of very good sessionists on that song. I've got Sylvia Wong, the keyboardist. I've got a bassist. I've got Jerry. I've got I'm not sure if you know him as Nicoré Chua or Nicholas Sia. I've got Nicholas Sia as well.
Oh, Nick. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Nick,
so I've got him, and that one is like I worked on that song for 1 whole year, like literally a span of 365 days.
Wow.
Because like there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of arranging, and then there's the whole mixing process, and then there's the whole re-recording process. That one really is my baby, and I cannot wait. But I can't give it to anyone now, but I really cannot wait to push that out. Like this would be the highlight of 2023 for me, is to make that music video, push it out, and see where it goes, and just share it with the world, because I waited 1 whole year just to hear it for myself. You have no idea how it
man.
feels.
Nice. I'm looking
And,
forward for that, man.
It's in the nice middle zone between heavy and not heavy. So to give you a teaser, it's Mika? Have you heard Mika's music?
Yeah.
So it's
could be,
how
I could
I
be
would
purple. I could be simple. So whatever.
yeah. So how I would describe it is that this song, this next big thing I'm working on, is going to be like a Mika song,
Oi, that's interesting.
but I'm putting more testosterone in it.
Nice.
So
man.
it has that degree of flamboyance to it, but it's not. I mean, I can't do what Mika does, man. That guy's genius.
Yeah, he's good. But if you're going to do it this way, I am definitely anticipating that. I'm looking forward for that, man.
Yeah, so
And
like
that's
a lot to say is
2023.
your taste of my new sound, right? Like there's a different approach to it. This thing I'm talking about is definitely on those lines, but on a it's on a different side of the spectrum, but still the same. You can expect the same quality. You can expect good musicianship, and you can expect, of course, when you talk about me, I guess I make it a point to make sure that the lyrics are, they say something. So,
I always love that. I always love that in a musician, man. Yeah, a song has to have a meaning to it, and it should be relatable to many people out there, which your songs are. That's what I can say.
thank you very much. Yeah, I put a lot of effort in those things. I'm still growing as a lyricist as well. So this next one is like, honestly, I just wish it was August or something now, man.
Wait, man, wait. Don't finish it off everything in one go, and then you're going to crack your head. So what's next? But it gives you ample of time to prepare for it and market and release and all.
Yeah,
So to study the
for
market
now,
well and all.
Correct. For now, it's more like not so much on focusing on the marketing. It's more like to fulfill my vision Okay, I'm just going to give you like I'm overselling this, man. I'm hard selling this. I'm so afraid that when it comes out, like everyone's like, "What did you do?" But I have no choice because that's how I feel about it.
It is good if you have that feeling of positiveness in your product. Preach, man, preach.
So look. Okay, let's just put it this way. In my ownership, I have a 42-year-old vehicle just for the music video.
Oh.
Yeah, a 42-year-old, those old those cars without power steerings, and you know how they look, right?
Yeah. Somewhere my age, lah. Okay, but
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. So imagine, like, I got that because I was walking one day and I was like, hey, you know what would be nice for this music video? An old car. And I got it done. So that's how much work and effort. And every day I'm talking to the people who are involved in production. I ask them, like, am I being crazy? Is this too much effort, cash, and time for a song? And they keep reassuring me, like, dude, don't think of it that way. You're already like more than halfway in the hole, so you can't look back.
No, that's the creative world. It's like you're creating something. Is your baby, lah. That's where I put it. You're gonna put so much effort to it. Yeah, so you just be proud. Whether it's, I don't know, it could reach two extremes, but either way, it's your creation, okay, and you will be proud of it, no either way of it. So go ahead, do it, man. You never know.
There's no one's going to do it for me, right? No one's going to fail for me, and no one's going to succeed for me.
Yeah, because you might as well do it. Fail or succeed, that's a different story. But at least you did it instead of just like sitting down and wondering, should I have done that? Maybe I should have done that, right? Cracking your head all your life. You might as well just do it and get it over with. You never know how high. And I'm pretty sure it will be successful, because the way I've seen your music go for the past 2 years, I am very, very confident it's going to be an amazing, amazing track, music video, and it's going to be an amazing year for you, 2023.
Yeah,
I am very sure of it.
Go
for it, man.
Grinding and doing all. I mean, that's the plan. Who knows, right? Things tend to happen, but
just go for it.
I'm praying to that Murphy up there. Like, please, if you're gonna Murphy law me in the right way.
Break the law, break the law. Break the Murphy's law. Anyway, man, thank you so much for coming on board the chat.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have a chat with you, man. It's always a pleasure to chat with a homeboy. It's amazing. It's always good conversations with you. And I wish you all the best. A lot to say is the track that will be out once again on the 28th of January, available on all streaming platforms. You never know, a music video might pop up out of nowhere for this particular track. In the meantime, please do listen to all the other tracks, which is 30 Days, Heal, and a couple of other stuff, which is available on Spotify. I will link it to the website. You can just have the whole thing on the website. Check it out for yourselves. And please remember to subscribe, share, follow J. Ivanez on his social media. At the very same time, do the same thing on this particular page. Share, subscribe, and do all the whatever stuff you have to do. And I'll see you guys soon. So Jay, once again, thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much for having me, Nev.